James, why aren't you showing the Christians? Why aren't you leading them? Jesus didn't come to condemn. He didn't come to criticize. He came to save from false understanding, false practices. Today was spent doing some reconnaissance, trying to understand what programs there are in Cortez for the least of these. And homeless James has been, homeless advocacy and support he has done, and he is a bit astonished at all the resources that he's seen even today. They're great. I didn't say that. They're as they should be. I didn't say that. But resources are being spent. And that's encouraging, and it's also discouraging. Why discouraging? The facilities seen and heard about, which will be visited in coming days, I suspect, are Christian church, 3 that I saw, feeding programs. Public facilities such as the library and a very ample, an extraordinary park, and apparently it's one of 3 or 4. A homeless drop-in center, and which is also a homeless support center. My understanding is that within the last 3 months, low-income and or transition housing open, new. While I was getting lunch at the first feeding center, a very adequate, well-prepared, ample lunch, a fella approached and we spoke for a while, a young, quite resourceful fella. Seemed quite healthy. Had just gotten housing from this homeless drop-in and resource center. Kenyon, I think the name is. He was very complimentary. Others that I've heard from are not, but now I'm questioning a bit why. And as I question others why so critical, I question myself. James, what are you doing? James. No, James, what are you doing? Oh, no, James, I'm asking you, what are you doing? How can you criticize, James? What are you doing? Like, kind of shut up, James, until you are. This is not to say they're doing it right. They're not. They're doing it instead of doing it right, I believe. It's sad to feel the need to be so harsh. But God is truth. Jesus, his ministry was not feeding people. His ministry was not healing people. His ministry was being a human to people in need so that they might regain some of their own humanity, which is, that is, to switch back on their souls to bring alive their souls, their humanity, their spirit that's holy. And he used food, the communal meal and other devices, and physical healing as an entree to providing fellowship. It's inconceivable to me that he was a pal to anyone, that he was partying with anyone. With his sense of urgency, that doesn't make any sense. But he was a brother to everyone, and his priority was on those in need. And fellowship, to being a brother, to being in solidarity, to the neediest, was of course his way, and he used available devices. And we Christians in this country, no, I'm not a Christian, but Christians in this country, we use food as our barrier. I provided the food, good food, warm food, frequently. I'm done, right? And the answer is yes, if Jesus was wrong. If he was wrong to use it as fellowship, we're using it instead of fellowship. We're using it to maintain multiple families. There's our church family, and then there's those homeless folks outside. We're letting them come to our nice facility. Our nice facility? Our nice facility? Followers of Jesus have no facilities. They may be stewards of resources that Creator has given, but we have no facilities. What are you doing, James? What are you doing? Just stop the criticizing until you are. And even then, James, you would have a feeling, you would say a word that would dampen what they're doing? Who are you, man? Don't do that. Don't go there. What you're seeing may be smoldering, barely alive embers, and you would risk putting them out? Look to see if there's a way you can get in there, James, and stir those embers. Breathe oxygen into them. And if not, just back away and leave it alone and shut up, James.